Good morning, graduates. On behalf of Major General Claire Gill, Commanding General, Aviation Center of Excellence in Fort Novosel, welcome to the graduation ceremony for the Aviation Captain's Career Course. Would everyone please stand for the invocation and playing of the National Anthem?
Let us pray. Dear Lord, as we are gathered here today for a special time, may we continue to bless each and every single one of these leaders. I pray that you will give each soldier the strength so they do not grow weary in their leadership role and that they are assigned to do your will. May you bless them and their loved ones as they embark upon the next chapter of their lives. And I say, may the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord face his shine upon you and be gracious unto you. May the Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace. It's in this precious name I pray. Amen.
Please remain standing for the playing of the National Anthem. Gentlemen, please remove your headdress. Thank you. Please be seated. We are honored to have with us this morning Lieutenant Colonel Mark Axtell, Commander of the 1st Battalion, 145th Aviation Regiment. Would everyone please give him a round of applause, as this is the last time he will serve as host commander for a graduation ceremony here at Fort Novosel.
Thank you. Family members, friends, guests, and instructors, thank you for your support in commemorating this tremendous occasion. We are delighted that you are able to celebrate with us today. Attending the ceremony representing the United States Army Aviation Center of Excellence are Colonel Jason Woodward, Commander, 1st Aviation Brigade, Command Sergeant Major Tahir Hassan, 1st Aviation Brigade, Command Sergeant Major Julian Adams, 1st the 145th Aviation Regiment, and Ms. Dyla Cole, wife of Brigadier General Ken Cole. Thank you all for joining us today. We'll keep going. That's a test. To our newest Army Aviation Captain's Career Course graduates, congratulations on your accomplishment. It has been a long road, and in a few minutes, your leadership school journey will come to an end. The information and skills that you have learned will enable you to be successful operational leaders in the field and at the command level. I encourage you to continue to grow and learn from those around you. Congratulations again on a job well done, and best of luck to you in your future commands. Now it is my great pleasure to introduce the guest speaker for today's graduation ceremony. Brigadier General Ken Cole is the Deputy Commanding General of the Aviation Center of Excellence here at Fort Novosel. He is a master aviator with more than 30 years of military service and was commissioned in 1994 from the United States Military Academy. Upon completion of flight school training, he was rated in the OH-58 Kiowa helicopter. He holds a Bachelor of Science degree in International and Strategic History from the United States Military Academy, a Master of Military Arts and Sciences from the Command and General Staff College, and was also a Senior Service College Fellow at the George C. and I'm done. Yes, sir.
All right, thanks, Mark. Yeah, the rest of it's in the program if you want to read it. I have no memory of what General spoke at our advanced course, Captain's Career Course graduation, so we'll roll right into it. Hey, good morning. Distinguished guests, commanders, soldiers, families, and to our great captains, and your families. Thank you for joining us on this special day. So we're going to have a little bit of fun as we go through this and a little bit of serious. So I'll keep my remarks brief. It's 4 pages, but it's like 108 font, so I can actually read it. So we'll get through it pretty quick. I'd like to orient these remarks through the lens of time. So we'll start with the past. So looking back to the past, as I was preparing for this time with you, prior to your time returning to the warfighting Army, I reflected on our family's time here at the exact same course. It was then Fort Rucker. I do remember our small group leader. I remember our small group. My wife Dyla and I talked about the friends we made here. Friends who we literally consider members of our family. Even the children of our friends are now among you in the Army. So we graduated this captain's career course in November of 2000. Back then, I thought I pretty much was getting out. Also, I was never going to get to go to combat, had been in the Army about 6.5, 7 years at that point. Was never going to get to lead soldiers in combat. Boy, was I wrong. That was November 2000, by the way, when we graduated. September 11th, 2001 happened shortly thereafter. And I learned the friends that we had made here, they were there, they were out there, they deployed with us everywhere we went over the next 20 plus years. Afghanistan and Iraq, we were always deployed together. And those friends that we made here were a source of ready advice, counsel, just basically a stalwart foundation for those tough days when you just don't know what to do next. So I would recommend cherish and cultivate those relationships you've built here and through your time in the Army. In the Army and out, just continue to invest in those. So moving to the present, take a minute. Congratulate yourselves. No, actually, shake your own hand. Serious, shake your own hand. Then look to your left and right, shake the hands of your teammates, okay, you made it. And even more importantly than that, stand up, look behind you. Go ahead, stand up. Look behind you. I'm not going to ask you to shake their hands, but give them a round of applause. All right, you can take seats, thanks. So your family and friends and those to your left and right, you are the Army, and you are what matters here. And there's a lot to think about, a lot to be grateful for. And as you do, think about those things. Think about your last 6 months here. Think of all those Frisbee battles won and lost. Think about the Army, the last of the Army combat fitness tests. You did it. Military decision-making process, briefings, rehearsals, simulated missions, after-action reviews. But also, over the next few days, when you can, spend some time taking some rest. Prepare for what is next. Think about the future. This whole Army thing. The Army's aviation. You are the Army's aviation. I'll talk more about that. Think about the world. When the nation and the world have tough problems to solve, who's going to get the call? You are. You're going to get the call. Because usually when things like the nation, your nation, or the world can't figure things out, the captains of the country will get the call. So a quick side note as we head to the future. I want you to draw a triangle in your mind. And when you draw it, think about on the top, put the words coach of your team. On another one of those triangle points, put player on your coach's team. And on the third vertex, put teammate on your peers' teams. It's a simple way of looking at leadership in the Army. I can't claim it as an original, but it has been fantastically helpful for me, and I think it will be helpful for you as you self-reflect, but also as you mentor your future platoon leaders, your bosses, as they mentor you, but as you evaluate them, as you coach your soldiers, as you respond to your teammates. Shoot for an equilateral triangle. You always want to be improving in all three. Coach of your team, player on your coach's team, and teammate on your peers' teams. And when your peers call, spring load to yes. The answer is yes. It might be hard, but it's yes. And now we'll look to the future. 6 of you in the audience have already commanded, so you know what the future holds. Command. I'm tracking from your cadre that you've been talking about command for the past few weeks. But when you look at the Army's documents that describe the design of all of your units and really the design of the Army, you will see that everything, literally everything in the Army is in a company. Everybody has a company commander. I have a company commander. The Secretary of the Army, the Chief of Staff of the Army has a company commander. Everybody has a company commander. And when generals come up with good ideas, who has to execute them? It's company commanders. We know that for a fact. And when you look at that design, it says Commander 1. The leaders of our companies are in this room, and there's only one commander. You will command or command again our companies and our nation's most prized capital asset. I use the term capital asset on purpose. I think there's nothing more strategic, nothing more important to our nation than our soldiers and their families in the United States Army. So when they ask, what's next, sir? Or what's next, ma'am? Have the answer. So when in command, command. Trust in the training you've received and the guidance of the subject matter experts around you. Aviation is unique. We'll be giving you counselors who are, sometimes more experienced than you. But those are your warrant officers, your senior enlisted, to help you through command. It's not all by yourself. I remember my very first mission in combat, thinking to myself, did we train hard enough? Were we ready? There's only one answer at that point. It should be yes. So you will lead the upper tier of maneuver. The Army needs you there and needs your leadership. Speaking of maneuver, you are the infantry, the armor, the field artillery, the medics, the logisticians in the air. And when they, on the ground, call for them, I'd like to turn a quote, one of my favorites. There is no call from them that we will not answer. If we put them in, we will get them out. That is the contract. There's nothing in front of them that we cannot or will not find for them. And it might be in a manned system. It might be in an unmanned system. It might be from space, but we will find it for them. There's nothing that they need destroyed that we will not destroy. There is no casualty we will not recover. And when you are in combat, anything can happen, and you will fly tonight. Be ready. They're counting on you. So there's no higher obligation than getting those soldiers ready for combat. When you're out on that mission and you're wondering, did we train hard enough? You don't have to wonder anymore. You're ready. Yes, you did. It is your solemn responsibility and what you signed up for, so go be great while you are in command and while you are still in the Army. Please continue to keep our deployed service members and especially our air crews in your thoughts and prayers. God bless all of you and your families, and may He continue to bless this great nation. Above the best, fly Army.
Thank you, General Cole, for your inspiring remarks. At this point in the ceremony, we recognize those graduates who have excelled in the course. Graduates who are within the top 20% of their class are given special recognition as Commandant's List graduates, honor graduates, or the Distinguished Honor Graduate. The Distinguished Honor Graduate is a title bestowed upon the officer who attained the highest overall scholastic average through the entire course of instruction. As the title implies, it is the mark of excellence, representing outstanding achievement in academic endeavor. The Distinguished Honor Graduate also receives the Top Graduate Aviation Captain's Career Course Award from the Order of the Dedalians. At this time, I take pleasure in announcing the Distinguished Honor Graduate from the Army Aviation Captain's Career Course, Class 25001, Captain Tyler Farney. Now we will recognize the remaining top 20% in ranking order and then the remainder of the class in alphabetical order. Captain Evan Duvall, honor graduate. Captain Mary Duvall, honor graduate. Captain Daryl Vincent, honor graduate. Captain Mark Baker, honor graduate. Captain Emily McKinney, Commandant's List graduate. Captain Taylor Krug, Commandant's List graduate. Captain Kyle Suma, Commandant's List graduate. Captain Joseph Roques, Commandant's List graduate. Captain Jackson Frazier, Commandant's List graduate and winner of the Iron Aviator Award. Captain Adrian Barraza. Captain Megan Bartolota. Captain Wesley Bales. Captain Reed Burton. Captain Jacob Chapman. Captain Lee Cox. Captain Hunter Craig. Captain Jerome De La Cruz from the Philippines. Captain Daniel Dockery. Captain Saeed El Balul from Morocco. Captain Isaac Fielding. Captain Christopher Fredrickson. Captain Corey Fredrickson. Captain Kitterek Interik from Thailand. Captain Connor Carlson. Captain Jacob Kelly. Captain Anna Knight. Captain Zachary LaPearl. Captain Steve Lee. Captain Ashley Lind. First Lieutenant Jacob Madish from the Czech Republic. Captain David Medina. Captain Akira Miyawaza from Japan. Captain Joshua Moore. Captain Robert Moore. Captain Nathan Mullen. Captain Grant Nichols. Captain James Niemeyer. Captain Josiah Park. Captain Drew Polchinski. Captain Ariel Rogers. Captain Hannah Samet. Captain Jake Scroggins III. Captain Jonna Sims. Captain Abigail Smith. Captain David Stuver. Captain Samantha Sullinger. Captain Yona Vang. Captain Stephen Vargas. Captain Jonathan Valise. Captain Jacob Weiland. Captain Aiden White. Captain Andrew Young. And Captain Nicholas Zimmerman. Graduates, please stand. Please join me in a round of applause for the Aviation Captain's Career Course graduates. Please remain standing for the playing of the Aviation song, Above the Best, and the Army song, The Army Goes Rolling Along.
USA, proud and strong, we beat the test. Skies filled with thunder, wearing silver wings upon our chest. We meet the needs of proud command as we aid our nation's quest. Army aviation, flying high above the best. March along, sing a song with the army of the free. Count the brave, count the true, who have fought to victory. We're the army and proud of our name. We're the army and proudly proclaim. First to fight for the right and to build the nation's might. When the army goes rolling along. Proud of all we have done, fighting till the battle's won. And the army goes rolling along. Then it's high, high day, the army's on its way. Count off and Kate is loud and strong. For wherever we go, you will always know that the army goes rolling along.
This concludes the Aviation Captain's Career Course graduation ceremony. Thank you for joining us today. Class leader, please dismiss the class.